Many thanks for joining us on the newsroom. I am Oyi Adekunle. Governors elected on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) have called on the federal government to end the activities of bandits, terrorists and kidnappers terrorizing different parts of the country. The call was contained in a 10-point communique issued and read by the Sokoto State Governor and Chairman of the Forum, Aminu Tambuwal, at the end of the Governors Forum meeting on Monday in Bauchi State. The governors also appealed to the federal government to collaborate with state governments to stem youth unemployment through technology and increase production. They equally urged the National Assembly to entrench electronic transmission of election results into the nation's electoral law. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo says no fewer than 20 million young Nigerians would be impacted with digital skills through an initiative of the federal government and the United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund (UNICEF). Osinbajo said this in a pre-recorded message delivered at the official launch of the Generation Unite Unlimited GenU program in Abuja on Monday. GenU is a global multi-sector partnership which has impacted over 100 million young people globally. Osinbajo said the initiative, which offered expanded education, training and employment, targeting 20 million Nigerians aged between 10 and 24 years from 2021 to 2030, will positively impact the country's future job growth enabling programs. And the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has said Germany will repatriate to Nigeria in October over 7,000 artifacts plundered from Benin Kingdom by the European country. The Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Gabriel Aduda, announced this at the inaugural Nigerian Cultural Show, exhibiting the nation's diverse cultural heritage sites and traditional festivals at the Cultural Center of Nigeria House in New York. He said Nigeria had reached an advanced stage of discussions with Germany to return thousands of different pieces of Benin bronzes back to the country. Aduda also said the repatriation of the artifacts would go with building an ultra-modern museum in Edo State and the training of some curators. The World Health Organization (WHO) has raised fresh safety concerns about Janssen and AstraZeneca vaccines. A statement by its Global Advisory Committee on Vaccine Safety warned that vaccination with the Janssen and AstraZeneca jabs could cause rare immune system disorder that results in muscle weakness, pain, numbness, and paralysis. The Guillain-Barré syndrome (GBS) could result from different causes, including infections, and occurs more frequently in males and people over 50 years old. Rare cases have been observed following seasonal influenza vaccines and vaccines to protect against shingles, but it is not known if the vaccines cause GBS. The managing director of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Mohammed Bello Koko, says the NPA would apply international standards and best practices in handling ships and cargoes at the country's seaports. According to Bello Koko, the authority has created an enabling environment for a well-structured intermodal system for seamless connectivity of the waterways, rail and road transportation. This, he says, would foster improved service delivery as well as increase the country's revenue. Bello Koko assured that the NPA would work tirelessly to ensure the sustenance of service excellence across the nation's ports. South and North Korea have restored cross-border communications just over a year since the hotline was cut off in a surprise move that the two countries said was part of an effort to rebuild trust. The decision was announced in statements by South Korea's Presidential Blue House and the North States Media Agency, KCNA. The move to restore hotline links comes 13 months after Pyongyang shut all communication in protest over Seoul's supposed failure to stop activists from sending anti-Pyongyang propaganda leaflets across the border. Both sides said South Korean President Moon Jae-in and North Korea leader Kim Jong-un had been exchanging letters since April this year. And Japanese star Naomi Osaka has crashed out of the Olympics tennis competition after losing 6-1, 6-4 to Marketa Vondrousova, ending a cherished dream of winning on home soil. 23-year-old Osaka, who leads the Olympic cauldron in last week's opening ceremony, had not played since May when she walked out of the French Open, saying media commitments were harming her mental health. Meanwhile, triathlete Duffy has won the first gold in the women's event, making Bermuda the smallest territory or nation in terms of population to win a gold medal at a Summer Games. For Duffy, it was a welcome reward after persistent injuries and a diagnosis of anemia in 2013. And that's the latest update on the newsroom at this hour. Please join us again at the top of the hour for more. Thank you for watching.